Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Last time I did a little bit of digging, and I fought some dragons, and yeah, now we can move on. It's always fun. And we can hit fast forward to skip through part of the very long load times. And we're going to go over here. Obviously, we're going to head back to the marshes. Wonder if I've wasted enough time to be able to catch some frogs again. Give me 1 second, I'll check. Alright, I was able to catch a few more frogs for a total of 28 now. And I just came back out here, so I didn't make too large a jump. Anyway, in order to progress with the game, you need to go into here. Hangar right. I think you can do this right away. I may be wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think I need to go talk. Well, there you go. Now you can see what my pool looks like. Yeah, those. Do it later. Bugger off. Already caught them all. Yeah, if the frogs are too young, they go through standard metamorphosis, and they start off as tadpoles, which you cannot catch. But if you go up here, you'll get back to, I believe it's Quail's house there in the marsh. And ask the question. And you get a very useless answer. Bloody useless. What? Maybe. Yeah, this entire area is brush. It's nothing but. Anyway, once you do that, I think you take this route here. Yes. And all of a sudden you do not have control. Quina runs off because he smells frogs. And yeah. So you don't get to control that. That's the only way to access this area. Which is why Quina is now a mandatory character and not optional as he was before. And Quina is still useless without me to control him and can't catch any frogs. Yeah. What have we found here? Forgot to set my timer. Okay, it's going to be late, but at least I started it. Sigh. And yes, this does lead to the outer continent. It's pretty obvious. And we just go right on through. We get kind of quieter version of the music from earlier. And now, Fossil Roo. One of the places I hate the most in this game. Which is probably one of the reasons why I've been putting off making this episode for a little while. You check this out. Something inside's too dark to see. Well, can't do anything here. Let's move on. Okay, now what? Uh-oh. What the hell is that? Run! Anyway, now we get to play Run Away from the Moron, Run Zidane, and we have to dodge these guys. Ooh. Try not to hit them because they slow you down, obviously. And if you manage to get by them, you won't have to fight this guy repeatedly. If not, you will have to fight this guy. And if you get to this point, you can jump. Eventually, this thing gets stuck, and we don't get to fight him. Which is fun, I guess. Phoebe's useless. This is funny. Out of my way. Quina falls down. Love it. Who's that? Lonnie. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we remember her. And she's And Zidane is raging hormones. Yes, ma'am. I love that scene. It's just awesome. Oh, bloody hell. Well, we kind of already know this, so it's not a lot of news to us. It's news that she sent the bounty hunters after her, to her, but that's about it. The pendant belongs to the queen. Doesn't the pendant always belong to the princess? Always seems to. That's a big axe. Hand it over. Ah. Yep. Yeah. Poor Garnet. And that's a big axe. Anyway, battle begins, and yeah. I get so many distractions while I try and record at night. And that is a very big axe. Anyway, standard boss strategy by now. We're going to start with thievery. And actually, there's a use of using the tent in this battle, if I remember correctly. Start with focus. And you get bitten. There we go. Darkness. I think we can cast darkness by now, but it just seems to be easier to utilize it that way. That we have more tents than we'll need for quite a while. And come on. And so I'm going to be stealing for a while. Cast slow. Almost all the bosses in the game can be you can cast slow on them if it works. They're not immune to it anyway. And I guess I can set up Mighty Guard, though it's not particularly important. And we stole a Gladius Knife, which is another dagger for Zidane. And while I was fighting some of those dragons off screen, I managed to gain enough AP to learn most of the new abilities, so I believe the Gladius will be stronger. Pretty sure anyway. Which means I'll have a new weapon to equip, and then I'm going to heal again. And slow work, that's a great thing. Dagger is also now working on, working on some accessory that gives her access to the Cura spell, though we don't need it right now. And as you can see, Sheik, meaning Lonnie, will cast Scan on you. So that's what Scan looks like. I know I haven't really used it, but a lot of the enemies, still, the elemental weaknesses just aren't really important, and the few that they are, I either look them up ahead of time or whatever. So, more focus. Garnet is tranced. And I'm going to be stealing for a little while, so if I don't steal in the next attempt here, I will do it off screen, and I'll be right back. Oh, this is Era. This is like a level 2 arrow spell. This does some decent damage. Ouch. Single targeted. Alright, I'll be right back. There we go, we got the Coral Sword, finally. Taken a little while. I believe that's it. Well, there might be one more item, considering how long it took me to get that one. Do note that in the meantime of this fight, Lanny seems to target, good, so I got everything. Seems to want to target Dagger a lot. So what I've been doing is I've been using her own skills to cast. Let's attack. To cast. Oh, what is that spell? Shell on herself, because Lanny's been blinded, so we don't have to worry about physical attacks. But her magical attacks, especially Era, the level 2 arrow spell, is quite powerful. So you definitely want to keep her protected from that. And I guess now is a good enough time to start casting Ramuh. Show off how good it can be. BB I've used Focus a number of times, so it should be pretty close to his max magic stat. And it doesn't like max out, but it raises it quite substantially. And here we go. Have I shown this off already? I can't remember. I don't think so. I find I don't use Ramuh all that often. Maybe now a little bit in this area, and then once you get out of this area, there's not a lot of need for it anymore. It's usually better ways of dealing with things. I can attack, I guess. Oh, look at that, that's all. And the battle ends. Eventually. There we go. And there's another Shikamaru reference. I don't need to explain that again. So in other words, you're running away. And I'm going to go check my equipment and I'll be right back. Okay. The Gladius is actually one attack point weaker than the previous piece of equipment. But it teaches a new skill to Zidane, which is called Annoy, and I guess I can show that what that is. There's Annoy. Causes trouble to the target. It's something I almost never use. It doesn't really matter at all. There's much better skills, and his time is better spent. Oopsies. Stealing. And since I assume that this is going to be a new enemy, I can... yeah, no. This is Abomination? Yes. Steal from this guy. More ore. I'm already maxed out on ore, so it's not going to matter too much. Might need a little bit of healing. At this point, you can pretty much use Bio to take out almost anybody. You can also use Quinn as a physical attacker, even though the damage is inconsistent. But yeah, Bio should take out most enemies. I can't remember what these guys are weak to. Might be fire. I'll have to check. Next time I have to edit out a battle, I will check for you guys. I think that's pretty much the only... no, there's one other new enemy in this area, I believe. Oopsies. Stop that! I don't know why it does that. No, there's another new enemy. I think that's the only other one. This one is... Griffin. Okay. And this one is... steal some more ore from it. And I guess I might as well show it off. I'm going to look up the other one, but might as well use scan and show you what these guys are weak to. I believe they're weak to wind, and probably not much else. Bio should still take them out. Let's see here. 1500 HP. Weak against wind. Hard to figure. Almost all flying enemies are weak to wind. And Bio is not enough to one-shot them. Look at that. Though, depending on how much time they spend doing nothing, poison may end up killing them before the end of the battle. Before Quinn gets an attack in. Yep. Poison claims another victim. Which, that's actually one of the reasons why if I have... yeah, see, I got another Peridot or Periot or whatever it is from that fight. Now, like I said, you can start getting them after battle. The enemies in here are particularly good for dropping them quite often. So you could battle around here if you felt like increasing your supply of Peridot thingies. Okay. And if you're wondering why I'm running all the way back, now this gate is open. If we head in here, we can pick up an elixir. Nice. I'll just cut back to the boss screen there. And I'm back. And like I said, since I had a moment off screen there, those abominations actually have no weakness. So, that's all for that. And that doesn't look like the same thing we saw doing that earlier. Untamed Gargant. Yay! I don't know. Okay, there's nothing over there. Basically what happens here, you pick a flower, and they're always sitting pretty close. Stand there, or stand close to where you'll get picked up. Feed the creature, hop on, and away you go. But this has been a long video as is, and this part is really tedious, and this is why it's one of my least favorite areas in the game. Just because you go to one area, you flip a switch, you ride the Gargant through one area, and then you go do the same thing again. So I'm just going to run up here, and I'm going to end the video right here. And yeah, so next time we will explore the rest of the Fossil Rue, probably the rest of it, and try and move on to the outer continent. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.